Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we are here to nourish our souls. I am Norah, the host of this program, Pages of Hope. Another Thursday. We are so grateful to be here, and it's the fall weather already here in the States. It's absolutely gorgeous, right? In that spirit of gratitude, today's is a beautiful lesson. It's a prayer. It's found in the Spiritist magazine, issue 45. It's to the Spirit Maria Dolores, through our beloved Chico Xavier. Originally, it's from the book Antologia da Espiritualidade. This beautiful prayer is entitled, Thank You, Lord. Thank you, Lord, when you tell me no to the indebted pleas I make through prayer. Many of those gifts I ask, esteem, concession, possession, pleasure. In my case, they might have been thorns in the path that you gave me to walk. At other times, I implore for favors between mourning, crying, noise, a mere whim, a simple commotion that escapes from my ego. There are privileges I desire, complaining to you the yes, that if they flourished in my existence, there would be disadvantages against me. In many circumstances, I entreat affection without finding company anywhere. When you give me solitude by guide, that you may inspire me to seek you. Teach me that I am in the right place. You did not connect anyone to me by chance, and that I enjoy now the best time to get better at everything I need. Do not listen to the crazy demands. Make me realize that I will reach beyond what is necessary if I fulfill my duty. Thank you, my God. And you say no to me with your love, and whenever I beg what I should not, do not answer me, Lord. And so many times, dear friends, sometimes we make these, these requests for us, thinking that that's the path that is for us, and sometimes we don't get them. And basically, this prayer is to say, hey, let it go. Sometimes there are paths in our lives that are not meant for us, and that's okay. There are alternatives, there are other doors to be open, other possibilities will come, other people will come, but sometimes we just force things so much. And I have had experiences too where I wanted to go one way, one path, and I pushed efforts. I've been there and I've asked God why and why. And then when I get the answer, I was like, oh, that's why. And so I've learned to keep track of those whys. And every time without fail, God is always right. And I always, on the opposite and contrary, I always thank God, thank you for not taking me that direction because I'm here. There's something that I heard not too long ago, because we do have some say so in our choices, and we have that beautiful free will. What a beautiful gift, right? And it's something that we have to build over time with experience, and every reincarnation is teaching us something and so forth. And I heard this beautiful phrase says, every time there is a no, every time we say a no, there is a yes to something else. And on the opposite too, every time we say a yes, that means there's a no to something else. So imagine us how many times, dear friends, we have had no's, because that means that other yeses are coming. And sometimes we are so stubborn and we get a yes, and it could be a no to something. So let's trust the process. As this prayer says, please, dear God, help me, right, to direct my requests. And sometimes we need that help, that assistance to know how to ask for things, and not to be so holding on to one specific thing, but to be open-minded, to have our hearts open, to trust the process, right? One of the things that too that is sometimes is very difficult, it's like relationships when they break. We've been there. I myself, I went through a very difficult breakup, and it was so difficult. And at one point I did question God, right? And then I started to slowly build that resistance, open up that heart, look at different things, love yourself, work on yourself. And in that process, all of a sudden there is this download. And I was watching this other motivational video that talked about this analogy of a tree. And in this analogy, it pretty much says, think of a tree. We have the leaves, right? And if we were to use and people could be like leaves. Sometimes they're here, they still give us shade, they're beautiful. But if a strong wind comes, right, well, they go. And that's okay. Because now what do you have left? We have the branches. And branches are other relationships and other people in our lives. And they're still holding on. Sometimes it breaks. If something is too much, right, it breaks, and that's okay. And then you go down to your trunk, and those are your people. Those are the people that God has put around us as beautiful mercy. As we go through this reincarnation, we are going through some of the difficulties. We know that some people in our lives are those trunks, right? Something that before we're reincarnated, we have discussed, we have agreed to all of this. We have been blessed. So, dear friends, no matter what angle we look, we come to realize that we have what we need. We are where we need to be. And remember, dear friends, to always, always say thank you, Lord, and pray to guide us to be in better places, and not materialistically speaking, but the places inside of ourselves, right? And in our minds, dear friends. That is today's lesson. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And thank you so much. Until next Thursday, same time, same place. God bless.